Hi YouTube. I'm finally getting around to getting a video done. I know that there's been several people requesting that I start making them. For those who don't know me, I go by the name of Solitary Luna, and it is a variation of a name that I've had from the time I was a child, and that I had the name of Luna for about 45 years, and the solitary just pretty much describes my path. I've been a solitary practitioner my whole life, and that my whole life as a witch, and so that's where the name comes from. I wanted to do a brief video. This is more of a test run for me to see how this works, and I am hoping to be able to live stream and that, because that'll also make it a lot easier and faster for me to get videos published. The topic I wanted to talk about today is the empowerment through magic. We see a lot of videos where people talk about how the magic has allowed them to have a sense of empowerment within themselves that they didn't have before. What they don't always talk about is how that empowerment has come across for them. And sadly, there are some who believe that there are spells or workings you can do that will empower you. And that's a slippery slope to come on. Magic in and of itself will not empower you. Working with a deity will not empower you just because you have that deity. To think that there is a spell or working that you can do that will suddenly empower you more in areas that you are needing, that is a really dangerous false claim that is put out there. Because if someone tells you, do this candle working or do this spell and it will empower you, and you do the spell and it doesn't work, it's really going to mess with you, and that psychologically, emotionally. And what you need to understand is the spell work and working with deities can aid you, but it's not going to solve the problems that are standing in your way. It will not take away the roadblocks that are in your way. True empowerment through magic comes from gaining knowledge. And there's a lot of study that you do through witchcraft. You learning the spells, learning the ingredients of what their magical properties are. In the case of plants and herbs, you want to look at the not just the magical properties, but you want to know about their medicinal properties. That is really important because there's certain things that will not interact well together. And you also need to know, for example, there may be an ingredient in the plant that could be toxic to you if you have allergies. So you need to be very aware and very knowledgeable about what you're using and how it's being used. There are certain ingredients that if you put them together, it can make a pretty toxic blend that you would not want to burn in your home, and that as an incense. As you gain that knowledge, you start to feel a little stronger. You start to feel a little bit more capable, and that in itself is empowering. Your experience in using magic, your experience in using the plants and herbs in various methods, whether it be magically, medicinally, culinary, whatever the case may be, that can be empowering. For some who struggle financially, you know, learning to grow as many of the herbs and things that you normally would purchase, learning to grow them on your patio or in a garden, those types of things can be empowering because it releases the financial strain, but also can become a money-making opportunity for you. The experiences that you have doing workings, whether it be candle workings, the incense, doing spells, that experience, the more you do them, the more confident you become. That is empowering. Learning to focus your energies, to let the energies build and focus and direct them, is another area that can empower you. And your relationship with your deity, if you work with a deity, or the spirits, demons, whatever, your relationship with them can also empower you. And they can aid you, they can guide you. Often they will challenge you. And usually in the area where they challenge you the most is an area of your life that you need to work on. And that is the key to empowerment. In order to fully be empowered through your magic, and that you have to take out everything that is a roadblock in your life, things that are holding you back, things that are holding you back emotionally, financially, things that are stressing you. If you're dealing with a lot of obstacles in your life due to past experiences or just your mindset of self-image, relationships that are not working the way you would like them to, when you have those things burdening you, and that you do lose that sense of having control, of having that empowerment, a lot of times your deities will put you in situations or send you dreams or allow situations to occur that are going to bring those things up. And when they do, you need to take each situation, each past experience, each past hurt, and you have to really examine it. You have to take it out, look at it from all sides, have an open mind, and then even asking them for guidance and helping you to see what you need to see in order to put that hurt or that past behind you. Once you've examined it, once you've dealt with it, then you put it away. And that is again where the empowerment will come, because as you release yourself of those burdens, you become stronger. Doing spell work during this process, you can do incenses that are eye-opening, that will help you to focus on the areas of that are blocking you, allowing you to see specifically what it was in those situations or in that past event that caused you the damage, that broke you, that broke your sense of confidence and your sense of empowerment. And once you are able to focus on that, learn from it, and then set it aside, that's where the true strength comes. And the spells can help with that. They can help to open your eyes, but they're not going to solve the problems for you. They're not going to deal with the past hurts and issues that are holding you back. And that is one message that a lot of people don't stress enough, and that in their videos and in their writings about the empowerment, they make magic sound like, you can do some spells and things will go away. They're not going to go away. They're never going to go away until you've dealt with them completely. And as long as you hold on to a piece of it, it's never going to leave. And so you have to completely deal with them and bury it. Bury that so far from you that it can't touch you again. So I hope that explains my personal view of the magic and empowerment. And like I said, this is going to be a short video just to kind of get things started and to see if this method is going to work for me to get the videos out in a timely manner. As soon as I'm able to go live, I will be doing some live videos from time to time, and it all depends on whether or not that's something that I think that people will be interested in. But until next time, bye-bye.